Some cases, they aren't just files. They're specters. They hover in the periphery of your life, whispering questions you can never answer. And for me, there's one that has always cast the longest shadow. 50 years have passed since that sweltering August day in 1966. 50 years, and still the image of them lying there on Morro du Vintém, those crude lead masks over their eyes, it's as vivid as if it were yesterday. This wasn't just a crime scene. It was a tableau, a bizarre, carefully staged farewell. He was just a boy flying a kite, a simple summer afternoon, until he stumbled upon a sight that would haunt a nation and certainly a detective for half a century. Two men in their finest suits and raincoats, despite the scorching sun, lying side by side perfectly still on that desolate, sun-baked hill. The masks, that was the detail that screamed, not just a death but a declaration, a ritual, a secret, crude, hammered lead obscuring their faces. It looked ancient, primitive, and utterly out of place. No signs of struggle, no obvious wounds, just an empty water bottle, 2 wet towels, and a notebook. Inside a makeshift forensic tent on the hilltop, the air was stifling. The heat and decomposition were against us from the start. But the notebook, that was where the real mystery began to unfold. Its pages held a cryptic message. 16:30 be at the agreed place. 18:30 ingest capsules. After effect protect metal's weight for signal mask. It read like an instruction manual for the impossible. They were Manoel Pereira de Cruz and Miguel José Viana, electronics technicians from Campos dos Goitacazes, 200 miles away, ordinary men living ordinary lives. They told their families they were going to Sao Paulo to buy electronic equipment, a perfectly normal reason for 2 technicians to travel, but they ended up here, on a lonely hill, dressed in their finest, waiting for something. The terrain was unforgiving, the crucial first hours of the investigation lost, and the most vital piece of the puzzle, the cause of death, slipped through our fingers like sand. No poison found, no obvious trauma. The coroner's report was a blank page where answers should have been. It was like they simply ceased to exist. We searched their humble apartment, their workplaces. We interviewed friends, family, shopkeepers, strangers, dead ends, everyone. The papers screamed headlines, lead mask mystery gets deeper. Police baffled by Vintém Hill. But inside we had nothing. Our forensics teams found no clues on the masks, no trace of the capsules, no explanation for why these 2 men were found like this. My young partner, Officer Rise, was meticulous. He found they'd bought those raincoats just before heading up the hill. He kept coming back to their suits, the formality of it all. "Sir," he'd say, "they looked like they were going to a very important meeting." I'd often reply, "Or a very strange one." When the facts run out, the theories begin. And for the lead mask case, they ran wild. From the mundane to the utterly cosmic. We started by looking for a terrestrial killer, a robbery gone wrong. But the scene defied explanation. The masks, the note, the lack of struggle, it felt like something else entirely. We consulted academics. Professor Alara from the university explained it best. "Detective," she told me, "in the 60s, Brazil was fertile ground for these spiritualist movements. Scientific spiritualism, the idea that technology, science could facilitate contact with other realms. UFO cults, channeling, astral projection, it was all interconnected. The lead masks, according to this theory, were not for protection from a killer, but from something far grander, from a blinding light, from a signal from beyond. It sounded fantastical, but the evidence, or lack thereof, offered no better alternative. We found witnesses, some frantic, some just confused. One distraught man, nervously chain-smoking, insisted they were part of it, the ones who spoke to the sky. They needed protection from the cosmic signal. The masks, they were going to meet them. The others. His eyes were wide with a fear that wasn't for himself, but for what he believed they had encountered. Officer Rise, ever diligent, found a newspaper clipping about a local cosmic contact cult that often gathered on Morro do Vintém. Sir, this group, they believe specific hills like Morro do Vintém were energy points, places where the veil between worlds was thin. They sought contact, spiritual transcendence through other means. A drug-induced ritual gone horribly wrong, an accident in the pursuit of the divine, or were they lured there believing in something extraordinary only to meet a very earthly and fatal end? The possibilities piled up, each more unsettling than the last. We tried to connect the dots, but the strings often led to empty spaces, to theories that dissolved under scrutiny. The official inquiries, the public appeals, the hundreds of hours spent, all led to the same frustrating conclusion. 50 years, and those words still haunt me. After effect protect metal's weight for signal mask. A final instruction for an unknown journey. The autopsies revealed nothing conclusive. The capsules, if ingested, were untraceable. The signal they waited for, it never arrived, or if it did, it brought only silence. We never found a killer. We never found a clear cause of death. We never found the full truth, just an echo of their last moments on that desolate hill. Morro do Vintém today is just a hill, beautiful, peaceful, but for me it will always be the place where two men sought a signal and found only an enduring mystery, the lead mask case, a chilling whisper from a time long past, a case forever open, a question forever unanswered. So what do you think had happened? Any guess? Please provide your opinion in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and for more deep dive into unsolved mysteries cases like this, please follow us and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.